meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dishonored.
Him down, and you give him a severely deadly beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Severely deadly beating.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
No, stupid code.
John, as Bottle Street boys jump you?
You always amuse me.
And visitors to our city. By order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge.
That was a... Okay. That could have been bad. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Stupid goddamn.
Wait.
Shut up. Better make a pass over here.
Hmm.
Any chance you'll share your food with me tonight?
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow.
I know something's up. I gotta stop chewing here somewhere. Nothing here.
Citizens and visitors to our city.
Okay.
By order of the region, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Seen any more big rat swarms?
Shut up.
Nobody's making rounds over here? Better make a pass over here.
Hey.
I smell bones in the pylons, blood beneath the stone blocks, and I building the structure.
The Lord Regent is a shriveled prick and a liar. I mean, yeah.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the region, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
To Drawbridge Way.
Curse the plague and this blasted curfew. How is anyone supposed to make a living?
Well now, Mr. Ratchet, even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
It won't do you any good to bait me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. A smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always a lot of exotic items coming and going from his place. Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, if by exotic you mean foul-smelling as a witch's bottom. The royal physician will be fine too, until he crosses the wrong man.
Okay. The Isle of Morley. Excerpt from a volume on Morley geography and culture. It's said that the history of Morley is as colorful as a quilt made from all the flags ever flown and all the clothes ever worn. The land itself hides from the sun under a layer of clouds, and thick gray moss hangs from the trees, but the spirit of the people who live in Morley dances like the firelight. Among the people, the love of good food and drink is legendary, with stews and roasted meat dishes, most often used to fight off the cold and the dreariness. The nation has a rich tradition of poets, musicians, and philosophers, even among the poorest folk. Intellectual tomes and bar songs alike were often penned in Morley. A late entry into the empire, the Morley insurrection is still a sore point for many natives, and independence is a proud character trait among the people. Remember that the truth is in the painting. The way to the truth starts in the crowded streets, continue until you see an anchored whaling ship, and there find the slaughterhouse, and the truth will be revealed to you. Anchored whaling ship. Starts in the crowded street. Okay, 3. Streets, anchored whaling ship, slaughterhouse. Okay, 4. Okay. Slaughterhouse had a 3 in the picture. So it starts with 4, ends with 3. Seven. 473.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Journal entry part 1. 19th day, month of seeds. What will I do? She left and took her things. Back to her family, as if that will help. Plague will get us all. 3rd day, month of nets. I've been offered work on one of the whaling boats. I'll be leaving this place at last. Later I will find a place on Tivia to the north. The winters are cold there. No rats, no plague. 28th day, month of net. Last day of the month, my fortunes have turned. I found something. Shiny, shiny and old. Looks like whalebone, which is supposed to be lucky. 6th day, month of rain. My cousin Emil is coming soon, bringing a bird to roast. I'm going to see if any of the shops are still open. Maybe I can buy apples or some potatoes. 10th day, month of rain. I put my whalebone carving on a shelf, but I could not see it from some parts of the room, so I made a little pedestal for it. It looks nice in the candlelight. 15th day, month of rain. Sometimes I dream about it. In the dreams, it makes sounds like the wind through a broken window. On some nights, the wind sounds like a voice. I was supposed to go to the docks to ship out, but I remembered too late. It was days ago.
Yeah, he came through early. Made us all touch the charger and left with the
Okay, good. Can't lose any more men.
Got anything to smoke or eat?
Touch the charger before your shift. Duty officer brings it by. The art pilot will fry you.
Those things give me the willies, sir.
You'll be thankful.
Large scoreboard. Game 1, bet us 5 coins each. 23, 38, 59, 59, 70, 70, 82, 103, 30.
Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time when we didn't need these things to keep a gang of kids down. I think since the plague hit, none of them expects to live past 20. So why be scared of anything?
Hey, you there! Show yourself! City Watch, wake up! We've got some lowlife breaking curfew. Let's show 'em who owns a bridge.
The outsider walks among us. 18th day, month of rain. My cousin came, but we fought over it. When I came into the room, he was holding it. I screamed at him and we fought. Now I am filled with remorse. 26th day, month of rain. He's still sitting in the corner across from the candles. He was a thief. 2nd day, month of wind. I wonder how he knew about it. Coming to dinner was a trick. Maybe he told others. 7th day, month of wind. Barricades in the halls outside. It is safe now. 11th day, month of wind. The watch came, taking people away. The neighbors. Someone in the building has the rat plague. Gone now. It promises to protect me. Each night it promises. Ooh. Oh shit, what did I trigger?
When Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker, it'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time when we didn't need these things to keep a gang of kids down. I think since the plague hit, none of them expects to live past 20.
Ah, okay. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. Lockjaw's shipment note. Here's the elixir you need to sell on Caldwell's Bridge this week. When you've moved everything, bring the money back to the distillery. I'll give you your cut in next week's shipment. If you're too dumb and get caught, throw the elixir in the river so that they can't give it to Sokolov. I don't want him figuring out what we're doing. Then throw yourself into the river, too. Blackjaw. I'm not breaking that at risk. Drawing their attention.
seek the bridge for solace. Ruined men, abandoned women, and plague victims have all left from here.
Where is he?
Stupid goddamn.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive in cards.
Please, not now.
Morris was dragged off by the overseers? Some black magic nonsense.
Another night, another patrol.
Okay. Here goes. I don't know what happened before.
collect river crust pearls. They chased me down, and I had to hide my catch. You help me, and I'll show you where the pearls are. Split them.
River crust reproduction. Excerpt from a nature journal by Piero Joplin. Curiously, the river crust possesses both male and female anatomical features. One can only imagine this would mean for human society, were it true among our own species. Would we dispense entirely with courting and dances? Imagine the increase in efficiency as we all dedicated ourselves to the important matters in life. Natural philosophy, of course, but also industry and law. And when aged members of society need to be replaced by more vigorous younger members, one could simply engage in the auto-impregnation process and produce the desired offspring. Back to the matter at hand. While any given river crust is fully capable of inseminating itself, it must also be noted that reproduction does frequently occur between individual crusts. This happens when river crusts live in colonies, clustered above and below one another, such as when attached to a wooden dockyard piling. In these cases, as one of the mollusks releases its fluids, they run down across another in the colony, resulting in the intermixing of bloodlines.
Let me see what's going on over here. Wait, don't be a fool. We can split the pearls. Whatever you want. They'll kill me. They'll dump me in the water. You need the key to get me. Just follow me. I'll show you the place. No one saw me drop it. You won't be sorry. We can split them right down the middle. Now I'm out of that cell, I'm feeling myself again.
Beat him to the house.
Huh? 'Cause 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 'c
Come on.
Damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress. Do you think you'd be quiet? He's got you now. You're going down. Someone get over here. Ha! Firing.
Okay. Okay, is there another?
Go down, you pig.
Alex note. Wait here and stay hidden until I come back. I have one last thing to do on the other side of the drawbridge. I need to deliver all these pearls we gathered to the boss tonight, so don't be messing around. If something goes wrong with the guards, or if anything else happens, use the sink next to the building and speak loud. The boys will come running to help. Hydro substation. Overseer's music note. Yesterday, an overseer passed in the street near me, playing the strange music from the abbey. Beneath his mask, I could not see his face as he turned the crank on his music box, but I could hear his voice muttering verses from the sacred texts. Fear overcame me, because it is forbidden to carry bone charms and similar such items for luck. The overseers are completely unforgiving in this matter. Gripping mine in my pocket, feeling its warmth, I walked with my head down. He was heading towards the royal physician's home, that shaggy Sokolov, and something odd occurred. I could swear the charm in my hand reacted to the overseer's music, growing cold. Some inner vibration seemed to go still. I found a book that is perhaps related to this and will study it so that I might understand. The Ancient Music, excerpt from a longer work. Throughout the natural world there are ripples that we can barely perceive with our senses, and ancient music permeating everything as a fundamental structural rule. Through it, you can work wonders without violating the natural world or begging favors from unfriendly spirits. Throughout my studies, I have found a 17-note scale derived from this phenomenon, and with the right equipment, these notes allow for astonishing effects. Not the least of these is the ability to calm the turbulence originating in the void, which we attribute to the outsider.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Indeed, I believe so.
Ooh. Okay.
The crushed minerals, the farm animals, the vials of liquid mysteries. All these and more are necessary for his experiments.
Turn around.
Someone's supposed to be on duty.
find a way to keep these rats off me so that I can get out. Take care of the rats, please. Stop that. Thank you for helping me. I thought it was safe. There were rats. So many rats, completely infested. I know some folks aren't superstitious, but I swear, the rats showed up after a man came through, waving around an amulet of some kind. It looked like it was made of bone. But he's dead now, like the others who were living here.
Turian's Journal, 26th day, month of wind. Finally found a new place where I should be able to hide and survive for a long time if I stay quiet. The City Watch condemned the building, so this basement should be a safe spot. I have to believe that. 28th day, month of wind. Everything is going as I expected. The watch patrols in the street nearby, but they never entered this building. Food is the only problem, but I managed to steal some during the night. Second day, month of darkness. Someone else found this place and wants to share it. He has a strange amulet made of bone, and he claims that it protects him from the plague. We'll see. Perhaps we can help each other, but I'm losing confidence in the odds of survival. Fourth day, month of darkness. Since he arrived, I've been having bad dreams, and I don't feel really well. There are more and more rats in the building. Soon I won't be able to leave the shack even if I want to. I'm starting to think that his amulet is cursed. Yeah, that. I've read that. Call to the Spheres, Volume 2. Excerpt from a work of fiction, middle chapters. Orchado was elated, like a boy of 16 on the eve of the fugue feast. When we are back in Bristol, I'll be named Royal Physician. Or you will be burned for heresy, Third Prefect. All depends on what we find when we get there. My master's voice was different, as if the air of the outer spheres added qualities normally absent: uncertainty, weakness, fear. I risked another glance at the monolithic structure in the distance. It was a wonder for Orchado, a puzzle for Overseer Bryn, and for me a towering monument to emptiness, a magnificent shrine to madness. Call to the Spheres, Volume 3. I do not fear the void, nor am I concerned with the spiritual sanctity of the weak, for I am now his herald, his chosen, having seen his sublime vault, where eternally he feeds upon the substance of the void. Alone in Orchado's ship, the floor painted red with life, I draw designs with my fingers and gaze through the portals at the land rising below. There I will build the first monument to his glory, a rotting wound in the flesh of nature. Patiently I'll build, awaiting your arrival, O great scion of the void. Okay. In the north end.
The air is heavy and stale. Some acrid powders still linger in it.
That's gotta be Sokolov house over.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Oh.
the night treats you well, Corvo. I'll be here when you have what you came for.
Hey.
Half the city's dead. I won't make it 3 more months.
Can I buy your ration of elixir from today?
Okay, let me make sure.
The city's dead. Won't make it 3 more months. All these rats crawling all over everything.
I'm not asking to know what's going on up there. I was just asking if you heard the screams too.
Of course I've heard them. I would be more worried if there were no screams.
What's that? Riddle? A word game? Okay. So, why would no screams worry you more?
Because it is our job to look after Sokolov and make absolutely sure he continues his work. The screams are evidence his work continues. Thus, the screams are evidence that I have done my job.
The screams are evidence we have done our job.
In regards, I don't care for you very much.
Oh God, no. Okay, finally. Oh, right, that's Sokolov's place.
I don't know who you are or why you did this for me, but listen. Nearby, there's a partially collapsed building. Up on what used to be the 3rd floor, you'll see a painting. I used to work there. Behind the painting, there's a safe, and the code is 294.
Thank you. Hmm. Hmm.
If you say so. You two, stop chatting and wandering around. Go back to work.
Stupid goddamn.
Okay, there's a painting over there.
Will you be leaving the city during the Fugue Feast this year? Yes, yes. Stupid goddamn.
Okay, are you gonna move or not? No, that guy is...
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Where are you? I know you.
Okay. A lower section of the house is cleared. Sokolov's note to Howell Creek. Captain Howell Creek, when you and your men arrive tomorrow, I'll be working in my greenhouse on the roof. I know the Lord Regent wants you to follow me at every moment, but please avoid disturbing me. The experiments I'm conducting are quite sensitive, and I must finish with haste. Sokolov. Hey, Rose. Rose, hey, no, sweetie. The Flooded District. Excerpt from Report on Dunwall by Abe Breen, City Watch. Before the plague turned everything to shit, Rudshore was filled with barristers and moneymen, rushing around, taxing each other and whatnot. Every guard in the watch wanted that post, and there were classy women everywhere. The whole place flooded years ago, just as the plague got real bad. People were sick and nobody was working, so the city let the dams go to rot. When the big one broke, I've heard tell the river put it all underwater. The swanky Chamber of Commerce was there, and so was the bloody Greaves Whalehouse. Now there's nothing but rats and gangs and who knows what. Last I heard, the captains have been using it as a quarantine for weepers. You show one sign of the plague and it's your citizenship has been revoked. Over the wall you go, into the water. Rose, hey. Hey, sweetie. Sweetie. Hey, hey, hey. Rose. Hey. You're in the way, sweetie. I'm sorry. Mysteries of Pandysia. Excerpt from a book on the far continent, Pandysia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandysian continent as a place of wonder, where all of life has entwined and blossomed across aeons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of submen engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure.
Sokolov sees the captain of the helm and the tusked leviathan. What do you see in stars?
Oh, right, there's the guy out on the balcony. Excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, these... Okay, yeah, I read that.
Turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow. Awake, I see.
Sokolov here. Excellent progress today. Test subject 312 is declining rapidly. As I theorized, formulas 12 and 17, administered in combination, greatly accelerated the progression of the disease. Interestingly, the respiratory mucosa had erupted and raised pustules, grayish in color, which burst, causing hemorrhaging and pain. I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which, in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential.
Whoever you are, you kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now, so I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
Dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Lieutenant Niles' report. As requested, this is a sample of the black market elixir we believe to be coming from one of the abandoned distilleries. No doubt it's inferior to your formula or even to Piero's remedy, but people are desperate. We have not been able to identify the additional ingredients. Perhaps you'll have better luck. No, Rose. One thing of note, some of the men of the Watch claim, when pressed, to have purchased and used this stuff from time to time, since it's cheaper than either of the popular brands. None of them report any illness or complications. So while it may not protect from the plague as well, it doesn't seem harmful. Lieutenant Christopher Niles, 2nd Dispensary, Detail, Dunwall City Watch. Jackpot. Andisian Bull Rat Study. Excerpt from lab notes by Anton Sokolov. The bulk of the rodent is hardly the most interesting detail, though it is the first one remarked upon by visiting colleagues who come to study my prize from Pandyssia. Upon further observation, it becomes obvious that the specimen exhibits greater cunning than its cousins native to temperate Bristol. Twice in the night I have awoken to find it loose in the apartments, so a new cage had to be devised. An entertaining diversion, but a waste of my precious time. The dietary tests I have conducted have also provided some surprise. Pandyssian bull rat, I could say with confidence, is not a finicky eater. With equal gusto, I have seen my little guest dine upon other smaller rats, living felines, and even the corpse flesh of a plague-dead woman found in the Wrenhaven River. Further study is required. Alright, let's get you out of here, Sokolov.
Spread out. There's been word of a ruckus. No details yet.
Royal physician himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
Yes, let's get Sokolov back. All right. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in the custody of the Loyalists. Through Sokolov, it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man of the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Corvo. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
I'd like to wind down first and say goodnight to Emily.
Attention, citizens. This evening, the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning. Attention Dunwall citizens. Be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the Watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the property and rights of others in these trying times and preserving the timeless beauty of our fair city.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart.
Corvo, can I tell you something? I have a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the City Watch ever kicks in.
Hey.
It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 41, in which I bed two of the Boyle women and only missed the third by virtue of some inclement weather. It was the month of rain, and to counter the gloom, the Boyle ladies hosted 3 nights of merriment by invitation only. Lydia was most fetching in lavender pants and a tunic of yellow silk. pleased with me from the moment I walked in the door, with my manservant bringing not one, but 2 cases of effervescent wine from the south. In fact, I had come laden with gifts, such that all 3 Boyle women soon took notice, and they set out to make me more than welcome. We uncorked the wine right away, and as night fell, we... Wallace! Confound these interruptions.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains or the river. Anyone who has consumed untreated water must be reported to the watch.
The Shadow on Bitter Leaf. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, dots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. You are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended.
Terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Emperor is required to City Watch at once.
Logic is flawed, anyone can see that. And not an original idea to be heard as notes. Logic is flawed, anyone can see that. And not an original idea to be heard as notes are a mess if he even keeps them. How he got this far is anyone's guess. He says what they want to hear. Friend of the rich, that's his method. Sokolov's true genius is pampering the aristocracy. Fools.
Okay,
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there, in the city.
she knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rack. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
Time to rest.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
You can stay here whenever you want.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
My father had golden hair. My mother, hair like ash.
The High Overseer is supposed to be the most pious man in the Empire, living completely in alignment with the Seven Strictures and guiding the people in the religious faction towards spiritual health. Campbell was a farce. If not for all the blackmail material he accumulated, he'd have never been more than a lower-level initiate among overseers.
The renovation of Caldwell's Bridge will be delayed indefinitely. Until then, citizens cross at their own risk.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
Bah! I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question.
this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Perhaps I can find a bribe for you, Sokolov.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
Attention, Dunwall.
Piero, what are you
I know it
doing?
Looks, I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock.
I'd rather you didn't spy on people here, Piero.
I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion. It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
Sokolov is a potential ally. I'll take the brandy.
Attention Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains or the river. Anyone who has consumed untreated water must be reported to the watch.
I could use a drink.
I found a bottle of King Street for you.
King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste.
I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not the one.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
Yes, take me to the Boyle estate, Samuel. You've learned that the Lord Regent's strongest supporter is Lady Boyle. However, 3 women in the Boyle family are referred to as Lady Boyle, the wife of the late Lord Boyle and her sisters. Sokolov painted Lady Boyle from behind under unusual circumstances and does not know which is actually the Lord Regent's ally. You are being sent to the posh Boyle estate on the night of a costume party in order to determine which Lady Boyle you must eliminate.
All the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the flow of quality. Better you than me. I think that old woman they call Granny Rags used to live around here. Makes sense that a lunatic like her would be neighbors with Lady Boyle.
Alright, that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'll probably be back tomorrow to do this next mission of Dishonored. So, until then, everyone have a good night and have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.